Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our third best of three of the day for the Nexus Gaming Series. We are jumping over to Division C East. If you'd like to know the average MMR for these different divisions, use !NGSMMR. There's a safe link that takes you to a JPEG that gives you the MMR breakdowns based on your based on these players' average Storm League rank. So on the left-hand side, we have all random, all middle-aged. Modus Trollen playing the Diablo. Souza on the Vala. Poppin' Fresh on the Maltheo. Killer Fairy on the Nazebo. And Muffin Man. We all know them on the Rhaegar. For the side of CM Daybreak, we have got a Weenus playing Greymane, VP on Tassadar, Aaron on the Dahaka, Tempest to play Garrosh, and Rackham. Oh, Rack of Ham on the Anduin. So, I have a little gamble for all of you. How many base stacks for Nazebo? I don't care if Nazebo takes Vile Infection at 20. What I care about for this gamble is how many stacks will Nazebo have by the end of the game. 200 or more, 199 or less. Get your gambles in. As a reminder, I didn't look at any of the talents realistically. There is a level 20 where you can remove some of your baseline stacking for self-cleansing. We don't see it very often, but just as a reminder, that does exist. So we will not pay out the bet till the end of the game. But there you go, get your gambles in. And if you know the results, you are welcome to bet. Just don't try and tease the results in chat. Don't be like, ooh, tee, I wonder if Nazebo double soaks. Just put your points on the line and tell Bandity's perfect. That's all. That's all I ask of all of you. Speaking of stacking, though, Tassadar will be picking up his Shock Ray at level 1, the static charge. He's going to be building up that Shock Ray damage up to 200 extra bonus damage. You also grant 33% Resonance Beam. Garrosh going Warbreaker at 1, building up his Groundbreaker stacks for cooldown reduction and damage over time. And last but not least, we've got the Nazebo also picking up his Spidering stacks. I do believe I talked about Vala stacking her autos. You were in this game and you have no idea. That actually happens more often than I think a lot of people realize. I casted a game from last night, and one of the players from last night was, I literally played in this last night, and I don't remember. So, we're all here to have fun. You still have a few moments to get your gambles in, which does not look like it's much, but that's all right. The Haka in top lane, by the way, did go into... Oh, he is Enhanced Agility. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong column. The Haka Enhanced Agility at level 1, already at 1 stack. He's going to get 2% per stack. Sappers, 1, 2, 3 of them make it into the tower, and that will be the sidewall and gate going down, as well as 1 tower. So, siege-wise, things are looking a little bit better for the players on the side of CM Daybreak. I keep wanting to call the red team Command because the abbreviation is CMD. What's up, Rack of Ham? Are you feeling delicious today? Have you been seasoned? Toss from Garrosh, looking for the Groundbreaker onto Fairy here, and Killer Fairy will be killed. 17 base stacks for the Nazebo. 24 on the Spoiters, as it looks like that is the direction they're going. Modus Trollen, Greymane, oh, we just can't get the kill, and he will be leapt away for safety. Always. I'm glad to hear. Well, I hope you're all doing well, by the way. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out the games. Always as a reminder, if you're enjoying the games, be sure to follow the stream. If you want to support further, it's always much appreciated. And last but not least, because we do this because these videos do go up on YouTube and we are trying to push up our YouTube a little bit. If you're on YouTube or you have not subscribed to the YouTube, be sure to like the videos and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If we can get to 1,000 subscribers, we can monetize the channel. And that means more money for Bandit. Don't you want more money for Bandit? Subscribe to YouTube today. It's free. Costs you seconds. Costs you just mere seconds of time. Greymane will be traded for the Diablo, or I guess you could say Diablo traded for the Greymane, however you want to look at it. The objective phasings will be 8 shots into the core of all random, all middle-aged. CM Daybreak will have only 4 damage onto their core, as Nazebo and crew continue to push things out. 22 base stacks for said Nazebo. Hey, he's a 10th of the way there. Tempest chilling in the bush. Not sure where the danger ping is coming from. I don't really actually have anyone's vision set up, so I think it's just... I think this was probably pings from the side of all random, all middle-aged. Nazebo throws down a zombie wall, zoning back the enemy. Modus Trollen with a fire stomp to get some vision. VP or MVP? I just realized that's the Tassadar's name, and I'm mad at myself for taking this long to put that together. That's clever. That's clever, MVP. MVP. Oh, it all makes sense now. I was trying to find the word in there, but it's an abbreviation. Muffin Man gonna back away. Actually looking to chase in onto Tempest Jet, maybe a bite on the butt. Weenus in Worgen form with some razor swipes around. Psystorm's down from the Tassadar. Gonna go into Electric Fence at 4, and it's not Psion Fusion, it's Psionic Echo at level 7. Casting Psystorm causes your next Shock Ray within 3 seconds to only cost 30 mana and create a Sonic Storm on the first hero hit. So more objective face poking as well. That laugh right there signifies the boss is up. Also, it's 5 minutes into the game, which is the average boss timer in Heroes of the Storm. Tempest Jet was looking to step into the backline, but Diablo says, no, I got an overpower that says otherwise. Dahaka and Poppin' Fresh, Aaron is doing their best to pressure the Malthael. Unfortunately, I don't think Dahaka's going to be able to... Oh, wait, that's a good drag, but they're nowhere near any towers, and the spiders are actually chunking into the Dahaka a little bit. 4 shots into the core of all random, all middle-age. Muffin Man looking for the channel, delayed out. Tempest Jet, the spiders don't get the kill. Surprised on that one. Greymane Weenus looks to be aggressive into the Vala, try and take down a stack of her Gambit, but it's Greymane who will fall. A Dahaka to go down as well. A nice and really well done double kill for the side of all random, all middle age, and that will be 4 shots into the core of CM Daybreak, as Vala does go down to Tassadar, so that will be, I think that's her first death? Yeah, that's her first death, so she's down to 20% bonus attack speed. Big thing to note is 10 talent tiers here on the left-hand side. Spiders are done for Nazebo completely. 41 stacks baseline for said Nazebo. Diablo Souls will have a reduced amount for the respawn. You still have to hit 100. Last Rites, I was thinking of all the wrong names. Ancestral Healing, Big Slappy Ghost, Apocalypse, and Spinny Shooty Shot. If you're like, no, what about Ravenous Spirit and Strafe? You're wrong. You're saying the wrong names. Big Slappy Ghost, Spinny Shooty Shot. They should have hired me to name things in Blizz Heroes. The HGC would have never crumbled if they hired me to name stuff in Heroes of the Storm. Also, Hanzo's Heroics would have been properly named. Dragon Strike should strike the enemy. Dragon's Arrow should summon a dragon, but they're backwards. Someone's drunk over at Blizzard. What's up, Kel? How you doing today, bud? What's up, Deep? Getting my cheekies clapped. Isn't that always fun, though, Weenus? Horsewall down from the Tassadar, but Diablo still has the Shadow Charge in. Tempest Jet is going to get slapped up by this Ghost. The Warlord Challenge is activated. Light Bomb's there. The last rights. God dang, god dang. A lot used, but that will be Garish going down. Weenus to also be picked off as well. The Black Hole down from Tassadar. Poppin' Fresh can't chase this Dahaka any further, but Vala will run down Tassadar. And it's going to be a triple kill for the side of all random, all middle-aged. And with a singular altar in the center, they're not going to be... Is this greedy? The death timers are kind of low. Malthael's in position for this. Okay, yeah. Cancel, 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 cancel. No, cancel. Okay. I actually don't think it would have been greedy. I think they could have gone for the 5 shots. I think that, like, it's tight. And, of course, like, the window for this was very, very tight. But... we, of course, know that it's all good because we can see everything on the minimap, positioning-wise, etc. I think they could have done it. I actually don't think it would have been that greedy. Tiny Kitty, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you for another raid. It's very generous of you. Welcome in, Raiders. We'll resend your alert after the game. If you got raided in, welcome to the stream. We're doing some Heroes of Storm casting, and later on we're doing Baja Ross. We're going to be doing a black canvas painting as Nazebo gets picked off by Weenus. Muffin Man and so's... Oh, the Shock Ray from Tassadar is on point. Garrosh will go down, but you can't be upset about a 1-for-3 trade. Can't be too upset about that. Dahaka and Malthael still in the top lane. Last Rites is off cooldown, but against the Dahaka, unless you're cooldown counting that lurker or that burrow, you gotta be... It's just not the best target. We'll see if actually they try and go for it. I mean, it's better than watching the bottom lane. Bob the Murloc, thank you for the follow. Did you know that the Murloc sound was made by gargling yogurt? Did you guys know that? If you did know that, then let me tell you this. The sound of Deckard Cain's potions being thrown is a specific vessel shape, meaning glass shape, and also they use muscle milk. I learned that from Kyle Dates after after an insane black hole, but they don't get a kill. What? Last Rites comes through, and it will be Dahaka Tassadar to fall. Spinny shooty shot from Vala to chase things down. But it was after Here's the Dorm. I was talking to Kyle Dates, and he told me that. So there you go. Deckard Cain. Special glass shape with muscle milk inside. Gato, thank you for the 69 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you all for the generosity. 4 more shots go into the side of CM Daybreak. And this will be all random, all middle age with the advantage on this map. 16 talents here almost for them as well. It's 6 to 9 in kills, favoring the side of all random, all middle age. It's like that Jim Carrey movie, like, what is it, like 23 or whatever, where he sees 23 everywhere. We're just seeing 69 everywhere all of a sudden. Apocalypse activated by Trollin. Light Bomb, Isolation. Greymane goes in for the throat, trying to get a kill. It's only a Nazebo kill so far. Beautiful drag from this Dahaka. Aaron sets up a kill for the allies. Okay. 139 stacks for the Vala, 71 baseline for Nazebo, 9 stacks out of 10 for Dahaka. He's 138% movement speed for 5 seconds after tapping a bush. And actually, no, it's 140%. So Dahaka is essentially 10% faster than Mount for 5 seconds after tapping a bush. We will also have the Groundbreaker done by Garrosh. He's going to get a combo into Modus Trollin, who gets a Shadow Charge through to get to a better position. By the way, this bottom lane fort, if you're wondering, is on 219 HP. Is it a fort? Yeah, it's still a fort because we're not 12 minutes in, so you can actually see it's fort stats, and then that's going to increase to keep stats when you have the 12.5 or so minute mark in the game. Triple altar phase, a 4 damage difference between these two teams, with CM Daybreak falling a little bit behind, but as I said, it's only 4. We could find parity. No, one team's going to be an advantage still. Sorry, parity would just be a singular altar. No, parity can still be found. I just don't know how to do math anymore. I'm streaming, and I'm trying to do math at the same time. Whoa, Vala gets the Ancestor healing just in time. Strafe activated by her as well. Rhaegar's the one to fall. Isolation into Diablo. The last rights take down Garrosh. Diablo's souls are expended. Weenus with 300 or something HP. The top right bell tower still not channeled. Dahaka looking to see, does he have brush stock? Not for 50 more seconds. Bala, W, 1Q or 1 auto gets the Tassadar kill. And no parity. No parity this round, as I think it's going to be a total of 12 shots into the core of CM Daybreak. They got, yeah, 4, 8, 12, yeah. Oh, no, they're going to boss too. 16 shots? Dahaka gets a drag onto Diablo. Nicely done. Elongated tongue, but also you have the drag duration. The drag duration takes you from a 1.75 drag time to a 2.25 second drag time. It's a 0.5 increase, but there you go. That's the actual numbers on it. Either way, it's 28 to 12 in core HP, and the members of all random, all middle age looking really strong in the late game here. 11 apiece in kills. There's the upgrade on our structures. You can now see we're on keeps.
Use it well.
Ooh, they're gonna go boss though. Well, we can skip to the end, everyone, because everyone knows you can't take boss unless it's a win condition. So CM Daybreak should lose this game. By that logic, CM Daybreak should lose this game. 24 to 12. Half the HP on the side of CM Daybreak. All random, all middle age will confirm the bottom lane bell tower. 2 sappers. They will not be shoved in, but as I say sappers, look at the top left of your screen. You're going to have Modus and the rest grabbing another camp invading over here, popping fresh in the bush. In case Dahaka tries to kind of pincer move in with this. By the way, 90 stacks from Nazebo's baseline. We're approaching level 20s for both teams here. 3 sappers in the bottom could be fed in. All random, all middle-aged. 5 potential shots. I mean, 2 sappers plus both altars is GG, but I don't think they're going to get that as Warlord's Challenge activated. Greymane goes in. That's a... Whoa! Malthael did not get to play the game right there. That is unfortunate. Apocalypse activated by the Diablo. Vala's going to get caught. No, it's Anduin caught up by that one. Ancestral Healing down onto the Vala. We still have the objective phase up. Looking to see if Dahaka's got brush stock, if he can maybe like cheese a quick... Nope. 50-some seconds. These will be traded. I do believe these will be traded. Even though there was a kill into Malthael, I don't... Well, maybe they play this aggressive. Maybe they do play this aggressive. Modus Troll and... Gonna try and get closer. Oh, Muffin Man, Indomitable. Muffin Man actually cancels early to avoid the Groundbreaker of Garrosh. A Black Hole from Tassadar sets up this kill into Diablo, finishing out the Static Charge level 1. Vala trying to wiggle back and forth with that Manticore into Dahaka, but he's not going to take that damage for free. And this will be 6 shots, I do anticipate, in favor of the side of CM Daybreak. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not over just yet. We're going to be sitting at an 18-12 game. All right, a nice play from the side of CM Daybreak. I gotta say, MVP is doing really good on this Tassadar. What's the damage? 50, actually it's under Greymane. Greymane, Venus with about 56,000 damage rounding up. Vala on the opposing side about 59,000. But Tassadar like trailing right behind with about the same as Greymane. Either way, that's going to be a kill onto Nazeebo, unfortunately, and an invade onto this camp. We do have a minion wave starting to work on this bottom lane keep. Tassadar actually might go and start beaming that down quickly. Greymane maybe pushing things up. Single altar in the center of the map. Greymane's Inner Beast active. You see the glow on Venus's weapons. Won't sustain that. It will expire in just a second here. Ally toss onto Rackham. Don't know why we got a weird... Oh, it was the skin. That's why. I never heard that before, but it's never been that quiet in a moment when I see a toss from Garrosh or an ally toss. 23 on the Wizened Duelist for Greymane as well. 190 stacks on Vala. Mid lane fort to be worked on, but I don't think they can convert this in time. This might be... Oh, Isolation, Contagion doesn't get the splash they're looking for. It's a 60-second cooldown. It's not the end of the world. They won't have it. Dahaka won't have it available for the next objective, or at least at the start of it, but objective phasing, if it's a singular, I anticipate this to be a bit of a brawl. Otherwise, all heroics for everyone else are off cooldown. 40 seconds on Dahaka. Garrosh looking to ground break. Oh, that's a drag onto Malthael. Greymane going in. Apocalypse popped by the Diablo to try and build a window. There's the Ancestral Healing forced out as well. The Farseer's Blessing will come through. The healing reduction thrown onto a few enemies. Garrosh going to be thrown around, but the ally pull isn't enough from Anduin. The Lacerites comes through to take down the Garrosh. We also have Vala with the Manticore value into the Anduin. Greymane falls to her as well. Greymane getting the kill into Malthael. Oh, boy. And I was like, wait, where's Malthael? He bought back. Malthael bought back with No One Can Stop Death. That's 4 shots into the core. It's 18-8. A 10-point difference between these two teams in map number 1 of our third best of 3 of the day, and they are putting up a really good show for everyone at home. This was a really good series. This was a really good series. At least so far it has been. Like in the back and forth, 14 to 15 in kills, nearly 30 kills. In our first map here on Towers of Doom, Malthael goes back into mid lane, maybe waiting for Dahaka to push things up, try and pressure into him. Absolutely. Nicely timed from Poppin' Fresh. Oh, the drag is going to be eaten by a minion. Nice. Malthael kind of playing around that range. Diablo's souls are full once again. Looking to see Malthael's cooldown really quickly. Well, about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, so that's 20 minutes in game time. 20.5 minutes in game time is when Malthael can die. If he dies before that, he will be incurring a extra like 20 seconds. Like it's an 80-some second death timer, I think. Quick work of bottom lane. Boss is up and available. That's 4 more shots. CM Daybreak are going to go for this quickly. But as you look at the mini-map, a lot of that lower half is blue. A lot of that lower half is blue. 2 sappers going over or double objective phase, and this will be GG in favor for the side of all random, all middle-aged. Let's pull away our talents. Let's zoom out a little bit further and see how things do look. Quickly looking into bottom lane, things are pushed up a bit. Popping fresh with the channel on the left-hand side. We have Dahaka with the Drag Warlord challenge. Here comes the Apocalypse. Weenus going in with the go for the throat, I do believe. No, he actually still has it off cooldown. He's gonna look. Last Rites gets activated before Greymane can find any more value. They trade Malthael for Greymane. Rhaegar does go down, but it's going to be CM Daybreak losing more members. Dahaka, the lone survivor. Vala gonna chase things down, but Dahaka's got that enhanced agility. He's going to try and delay things out as well, but it doesn't matter because Nazebo is the left-hand side channel. The sappers in bottom lane did go over the wall, and ladies and gentlemen, map number 1 will go over to the side of all random, all middle-aged. A fantastic back and forth between both these teams. Over 30 kills. GG, well played.
Welcome!
Ow, my balls.
Weenus is here, and Weenus is there. Weenus is everywhere.
Weenus is everywhere. How many base stacks from Nazebo? He had 199 or less. 199 or less is the payout. What's up, Zen? How you doing today, bud? How you doing, I? I'm alright. I didn't sleep very well last night, but we're having a good time hanging out, doing some casting. Later on, we're going to do a Baja Ross. Got a fun stream day planned for all of you. But yeah, I didn't sleep very good last night. I had a really rough night of sleep. I kept having like really weird dreams, and I kept like waking up. You know when you flinch? Well, what the hell? What the hell? What? What, Kel? What? What? Holy crap! No message, but Kel, thank you for the insanity. Thank you for the 25,000 bits. Kel, that is beyond generous. You have no idea how much that helps us out. You have no idea how much that helps us out with the bills and random things that are popping up, with the dead animal that's probably in a wall somewhere in the house that I have to hire a pest control guy to find. Thank you so much. That is wildly generous. I cannot thank you enough for that. Thank you. That is crazy generous. Also, I hope you all enjoyed the dance party. Thanks. Everybody thank Kel in chat for a dance party. Can we all thank Kel in chat for a dance party right there? Holy crap. Thank you so very much. That is...
Way to go, dude! Right.
Rackham! What? Rack, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you for 76 total subs in this channel. If you got a gifted sub, welcome back to the Bahamuts. Thank you all so much for the generosity. Yeah, y'all are insanely generous. Thank you so very much. Oh my god, that is a lot of help. Thank you. You have no idea how much that helps us out. You have no idea how much that helps us out. I really appreciate that. Holy crap. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am broken. I am busted. I am sweaty. I need to take off my pants. I'm not kidding. I'm wearing sweats, and I'm so sweaty all of a sudden. Oh, it's like they're doing what they're supposed to do. Alright. Okay. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pantsless stream. No, I'm wearing shorts. Don't worry. I'm wearing shorts. Don't worry. I can't do Baja Ross in my underwear. I don't think that's Twitch TOS. Just keep streaming. Just keep streaming. Just keep streaming. Thank you. Seriously. Holy crap. Thank you so very, like, thank you. That is really generous.
I will haunt your house, but only to give Bandit little treats.
Ghost Mouse, thank you for the $13.37. I think it's fair that Bandit gets treats, don't you, chat? I think it's only fair that with your generosity, let's go ahead and get more treats to the good boy. Cat Peach. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I love you all very much, Cat Peach. Good to see you. I hope you're well. I hope Bear is nice and cute. Let's actually get into our next map. I'm sorry, I got so distracted. Thank you all so much for the generosity. That is insane from all of you. Thank you. Whether you're gifting subs, bits, cash, lurking, chatting, I appreciate it all so very much. Thank you. How many Zul Jin base stacks? What kind of Zul Jin is this? Hold on, this actually matters. This matters, because if it's reckless, then I'll make the number high. It is a reckless Zul Jin. Let's make it a meme, chat. 69 or more, 68 or less, okay? Let's make it a meme. Why not? It's a reckless Zul Jin. They usually stack pretty quickly, or they don't. There's no in between. Baja, no tears. If you're gonna cry, we're gonna cry. I will be crying after stream into my soup. I will be crying. Actually, I made tacos last night. If CM Daybreak wins game 2, I'll drop some more subs. Gotta see how this one turns out. Epic matchup. Oh, rack. Thank you. All right, Zul'jin stacks. Ads are done. Let's get into it, everybody. Good to see you, Cav. I hope you're well. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Emotional damage.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series Division C East matchup. On the left-hand side, we have all random, all middle-aged, with Modus Troll playing Anubarak, Soza on the Vala, Poppin' Fresh to play Blaze, Killer Fairy on the Li Ming, Muffin Man. You know I'm on that Lucio.
The battle begins in...
To the right-hand side of the map, looking to take us to a map number 3 in our third best of 3 of the day in NGS, we have CM Daybreak with Rackham on the Stukov, Weenus to play Greymane, Aaron on Sonya, Tempest Jet on the Garrosh, and MVP to play the Zul'jin. Zul'jin's going to go Reckless, which means that the stacking happens a lot faster at a lower HP pool, so while below 50% health, his basic attack damage is increased by 15%, and basic attack against enemy heroes grants an additional you want axe stack. We are going to be looking at how many of these stacks Zul'jin gets. This is the gamble that we have going on right now. Will he have 69 or more, 68 or less? I know that there's a little 30 mark right there, but that's because there's quests in there. We are not looking at this number right here. We are looking at this number. Just for clarification for anyone who's like, easy, he's gonna get 69 autos onto the enemy. No, it's it's 69 times 5. That's how many autos Zul'jin needs to get onto the enemy heroes. You're going to have soup cereal after stream? No, actually, I said soup because I don't know. I don't know why I said soup. I made tacos last night. I have leftover beef. I think I'm gonna make nachos for dinner. Or I'll just make a beef burrito or something like that. But I also have guacamole I made too. Garrosh steps in with a groundbreaker. Oh my god! Garrosh aggressively stepping in. Now this is not a Gambit Vala, so she's not losing out on any stacking. You still, as I mentioned, have time to get your gamble in. I know that we've mentioned this a bunch of times, but we're already at 4 stacks on Yuan Axe, a minute and 24 seconds in. I don't know if that sways anyone's voting, but there you go. 69 times 5 sounds like a solo performer in there. Stop. At first I thought you were referring to a band, and then I realized, no, you're not. What kind of soup are we crying to? There are certain tiers that are better than others. That's true, that's true. I mean, if it's ramen, it's just more sodium. Which I have a nice good stock of ramen for when I'm just like, you know what? This is easy dinner. MVP trying to poke at Vala here and there. Anubarak burrows in onto Tempest Jet, who gets a toss away. Modus trolling locked in place for a second, and that lurking arm with the low blow value almost takes down the Anubarak. Still only 1 kill so far, favoring the side of CM Daybreak. Zul'jin will go for his Amani Hide, lowering the cooldown of Amani Rage by 10 seconds and gain 15 armor while regenerating health from it. I don't know the baseline. Is it 45? It's 30. Okay, so it's down to 20 seconds. Okay. Down to 20 seconds on that one. Ooh, Garrosh will be going into Thirst for battle. Basic attacks against enemy heroes reduce the cooldown of Bloodthirst by 2 seconds. Maybe a Decimate Garrosh? Maybe we see Lumberjack Garrosh? He's gonna be chopping wood. Either way, Fallen Shaman a little bit faster for the side of CM Daybreak, but that's okay. You basically want to get this camp completed and channeled, I guess you could say, around the 1 minute 45, or excuse me, 2 minute 45, 2 minute 50. That way it has a few seconds to get into the lane, but it's not actually, well, it gets like to the gate, but it doesn't get into lane. Either way, the timing on this is still fine because Sonya's still split pressuring top lane with an Impaler camp and the Fallen Shaman, and that fort front gate's already going down. Meanwhile, in the bottom, Fallen Shaman down over here hasn't even reached the fort front gate, and we will get into our race potential factor of the first Immortal phase. First objective phase is standardized on this map if you don't know. You have the north-south for the first one, and then you go into race potential on both sides. Race potential means the enemy Immortal that you're supposed to hit goes onto your side of the map. Defensive positioning would be your Immortal on your side of the map. So red near red, blue versus blue. Sonya Blaze still in top lane. The Immortal moving down into bottom. Gonna have somewhere in the ballpark of 1,000 damage into structures. Plus or minus a little bit in there. Big Bad Belith in the bottom lane. 7 talent tier advantage to the side of CM Daybreak. Zul'jin on 7 stacks. He does have Arcanite axes at level 7. Getting up more, scaling up the damage on those, on that Twin Cleave. And then keep in mind at the 30 mark, you get the double revolve on the Twin Cleave. So you have more stacking on the Arcanite axes. Also, I mean, it's a little thing, but already 6 stacks and the talent was just picked up pretty much. Nicely done. It doesn't scale like super insane, but I mean, it's 0.75 per stack. So at 100 stacks, you got 75 extra damage. That's not too bad. What is, I'm just curious. Oh, hold on 1 second. Fight to break out. There's also the talent with the Apex, I think, as a slow or something like that. Weenus tries to jump on, and he's going to be knocked right off. Weenus needs to practice his riding the Anubarak. That sounded a lot better in my head than it did when the words came out of my mouth. So we'll just ignore that one. Double Hungering Arrow forces Sonya back. She's not going to be too worried. Taps well and rotates back to top lane. 10 talent tier, about a level and a half away for the side of CM Daybreak. Wisdom Duels for Greymane. More beetles for a Nubarek. Boombox for Lucio. I like the boombox. I think boombox is kind of underrated. Like, everyone's like, reverse amp. I like boombox. Armor. It doesn't have like a timer on it, so it doesn't expire after a few seconds. Nicely done with that toss and also the twin cleave. 11 stacks on the Zul Jin currently. But also the thing too is like it provides 5 armor, and that's spell and physical. Reduced incoming damage by 5%. That's not bad. I don't know. I like taking it in my games. Also, it's good for warding because I play in a league where people just face check bushes as murkies. Actually, that's fine to do. Boombox in an off lane on 2-lane map is OP. Yeah, that's a good point, Demon. That's actually something like if I play Lucio on Garden of Terror, I'll usually drop a boombox, like, because you can drop it over walls and stuff. I'll drop a boombox to an ally and then wall ride over to another lane and then have healing going and stuff like that. Absolutely, yeah. I think boombox is, like, really good value, and I just think it's super underrated. Face check bushes is tight. God, I can't read or talk today. Someone said sleeping's overrated, and now you can see why I'm like, I didn't get a lot of sleep. It's like a misfiring engine going on right now. Well, Belith will be won once again by the side of CM Daybreak, and we'll see how much they can push in with this. 12 baseline stacks for the Zul Jin, 27 Arcanite axes, 11 for the Vala on her puncturing arrow. That's 66 extra damage, plus the baseline, which, if you feel like doing... Oh, it's 265 damage right now for the first Q that hits, and then you have subsequent bounces as well. So if you hit 2 Qs onto an enemy, that's 500 plus the subsequent. So you're probably dealing like, what, 800 damage if you land both. Or wait, no, that math doesn't... Yeah, that checks out. Groundbreaker pokes at the Vala. As I mentioned, no Warbreaker level 1. Belith in the top lane is pushing onto a keep front gate. Probably 1,200 damage into structures at this point. But it's the pressure that had been applied by CM Daybreak with the 10 talent tier advantage. Muffin Man and crew get their own 10 talents, but Muffin Man didn't even have a 10 talent available. I mean, didn't pick something, so couldn't high five, and even then, couldn't sound barrier, couldn't high five because they were inside of a lurking arm. Bunker for Blaze, Rain of Vengeance for Vala, Disintegrate for the Li Ming, Cocoon for the Anubarak, and last but not least, Lucio holding their level 10. Oh! Greymane goes in, and that will be Vala going down. 8 minutes and 20 seconds, and a keep goes down in top lane. CM Daybreak looking like a different team in map number 1 in the sense of their aggression has been quintupled. Pentupled. It's their aggression has been pentupled. Because there's 5 players. I'm clever. Tempest Jet's gonna look for Poppin' Fresh, but they will not find the Blaze in time. The Hearth comes through. The bottom lane fort goes down. Greymane works over for a camp. Our next objective is gonna be, I think it's still like a minute and a half away from being up and available. So this will be camps to be grabbed. Now, 13 stacks for the Zul Jin, but that's really not Zul Jin's fault. The enemy team's been turtled up a little bit through some of this game. And Zul Jin's mostly been focusing on trying to assist in Siege and also in the Immortal race. So the priority has not been... Look at that. Boombox value! Boombox value! Look at that. Look at all that boombox value, chat. Boombox can change your world. You gotta know your limits with a boombox. Yeah. And you gotta be careful of that boiled goose. That's a good song, honestly. Everybody was doing the Bartman. 10 seconds on the Immortals to spawn. We'll have those in in race potentials. We naturally see the blue vision, so seeing Axis here means it's in race position. And without 13 talent here, this is exactly what all random all middle age want to do. They want to just try and win and get some of the... Well, they don't even need to win the race. They just need to get rid of some of the shielding so that way the defense is a little bit easier. 12,000 to 12,000. We got roughly a 514 difference in HP between these Immortals. Tempest Jet steps in. There's a leap in from Sonya as well. The slam, the jam, Vala shall fall. And now Poppin' Fresh has to use Bunker. MVP on the bottom of our screen, trying to poke here and there. Drops the health. Has to be careful of a Li Ming combo. And we'll be able to back away, picking up just a couple more stacks. No 1.1 range increase. The Zul'jin's still at 5.5 range, as that 1.1 comes through at the 15 mark. And actually, how close is Zul'jin to 15? 4 stacks away. All right, Sonya sets up in the bush. Oh, where's my vision of the blue team? You're so confused at something you saw on Twitter? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the experience lately, huh? Don't you mean X? No. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I will call it Twitter forever. I will call it tweets. I'll call it retweets. I refuse. Well, either way, Rakan with the lurking arm zones back the enemy. The Immortal is going to start getting some great damage into this keep in the bottom lane. The top lane's already gone down. Sonya spears in, Disintegrate to try and get a faster clear at the Immortal. There is a Cocoon onto Stukov. Blaze comes in for a flank. It's a Nubrek to go down. Greymane with the go for the throat. He tries to activate it again, but that might have been eaten by the Bunker. Healing Pathogens spread onto Venus as he just keeps just running away. It's like Forrest Gump. I just kept running. Greymane resets, makes it back to the Hall of Storms, and the Zul'jin has picked up that 1.1 range increase, as I mentioned. It's currently at 17 stacks. When is Baha's next X video? I need to make some. I want to make something funny for Corsair. I just got to figure out what I want to do. We could do like RGB1 sock, but I kind of want to save that for Christmas time. That feels a little bit more thematic. Maybe do something Halloween-esque. Something Halloween. We've already done a controller. We've already made a controller, which Corsair refused to accept my designs. Can you believe that? They said it looked uncomfortable, but the name was pretty cool. Garage looking to step in. If you guys want, I can show you the video after this game. It's a short video. Do a Corsair costume? That's not a bad idea. Become a giant boat. Become a giant boat and play sailing games. Actually, maybe reinstall, what's it called? Sea of Thieves. Maybe bug like some other Corsair people to play it with me. Ideas. Or we just play Sega Bass Fishing. I do have a copy of that. When I hit Twitch partner, one of my friends sent me sent Sega Bass Fishing and says, now that you're partner, you can stream anything but Heroes. A new Brack immediately goes down. Greymane jumping in with the help of Zul'jin's auto attacks. A huge groundbreaker from Tempest as a big lurking arm. Sonya leaps in and she lived way longer than I anticipated. Zul'jin just picked up a whole handful of stacks and a quadra kill. The key to getting IQ to work is you become IQ, yeah.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Zul'jin may not finish out stacking, but this is looking like a dominant CM Daybreak game. I mean, it's 1-11 in kills favoring CM Daybreak. Li Ming gonna throw out a Disintegrate. She's not hitting much, unfortunately. And yes, this will be slaps from Greymane on the core. GG, well played. The members of CM Daybreak take us into a map number 3. GG's, that was fun. I bought my Corsair costume from Wish, and they sent me coarse hair instead. Yeah. All right, Zul'jin stacking 68 or less. 68 or less. Whew. Well, it's a map 3, chat. It's a map 3. Oh, yeah, Cav. So, like, granted, so my Stream Deck, which is, you know, Stream Deck is a separate...
Way to go, dude!
Rackham, I appreciate it. Rack, thank you for the 5 extra gifted subs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know you said you would, but thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for the 5 for Bandit. Yeah, well, if you got a gifted sub, welcome back to the Bahamuts. I need a Neo emote? Like what? Like the what do you mean a Neo? Like Neo from the Matrix? Looks like Zul'jin did plenty of damage without getting stacked. Oh yeah. 35,000 heroic damage. 3 kills, 8 assists, 100% kill participation. 3,000, a little less than 3,000 damage than Li Ming. Yeah. Huh, nicely done. Corsair wall light switches with cherry red per Buttman switch accent. Oh, okay. Action. Yeah, my Stream Deck sometimes gets delayed with my audios, but my audio files are on a different hard drive, so I can kind of understand. It's on a solid state, but still, it has to go to a different place rather than the base. IQ is just a roll of the dice some days. Like, I'll boot up my computer, and IQ works perfectly fine, and then there's some days when I'm like, I'm trying to use my side buttons on my keyboard, and IQ just doesn't want to trigger them at all. Like, I will open up Stream Deck, and it'll be like, install IQ to get your keyboard to link up to Stream Deck, and I'm like, it is installed. I'm looking at IQ. So yeah, just one of those things. All right, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's get ourselves set up for this map. I'm gonna run a small block of ads. If you get some ads, I do apologize. But the vast majority of you should not get ads because we've had a lot of generosity today, gifted sub-wise, so a lot of you should have subs and stuff like that. But I need to get rid of ads so that way we don't get any pre-roll during the game, any of that stuff. I broke something. I fixed it, I do believe. Okay, so we roll that. Oh. I swear I just want to nuke Windows and start over, but I don't want to. Yeah, I get that feeling all the time, Cav. I get that feeling all the time. Like, there's days when, like, I'm doing stuff on my PC and I'm just like, God, I just want to format this. But then it's like a day and a half of just reinstalling and waiting for Windows updates to catch up or proc and just remembering other stuff to update as well. Yeah. I always say it's like roughly a day and a half to get your computer, like, back the way you had it. Yeah, all the settings. And then, like, you're on your computer for a week and you're like, shit, I forgot to do this or install that. All right, chat. What do we want here? Cassia Q or... No, let's do a boss prediction. Let's do a boss prediction. Sound settings. God, sound settings. You don't even get that new computer smell. Drivers, program... Oh, dude, drivers. Oh, drivers. What a pain. All right, so we're going to say which team gets first boss. Going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Bosses are very, very common. But we will have 3 options. I know, chat, it's daunting, it's scary, it's terrifying for a lot of you. We're going to have 3 options of which team gets first boss. Will it be all random, all middle age? Will it be CM Daybreak? Or will no boss be taken? Please tell me how it ends. I'm on pins and needles over here. Rackham, you're killing me. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Thanks. Not 50-50. I know it's 30, 33, 33, 33, 33. All right, ads are done. Let's get into the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll introduce the teams for map number 3 in our third best of 3 of the day. God, this is absolutely a banger of a series. A banger? Oh, this is, I hate saying that. This is absolutely a fantastically fun series. That sounds way better. For us all at home, and I believe the players as well. All random, all middle-aged will have a Diablo, Greymane, Sonya, Kael'thas, Lucio as well. For the side of CM Daybreak, they've got a Junkrat, Leoric, Cassia, Garrosh, and Deckard. let's go ahead and we're in the mid lane. I will start up our prediction right here, right now. Which team gets first boss of the map? Will it be all random, all middle-aged? Will it be CM Daybreak? Or will no boss be taken? That is possible. That is possible. But either way, you got 2 minutes to get your gambles in. As always, if you know the results, you are welcome to gamble. Just don't try and tease the results in chat by being cheeky or funny. Just enjoy the game, have a good time, and watch Diablo be first blood in favor for the side of CM Daybreak. FFS. Oh, yeah, that's not the abbreviation I was thinking. Speaking of being on pins and needles, acupuncture mats, that's a thing? Acupuncture freaks me out. I can get tattooed for hours, no problem. Getting my flu shot, getting like acupuncture, makes my skin crawl a little bit. Toss combo into Modus here. Diablo looking for a way to get out of this. Cassia fends in as well. Lucio with a bop back onto the enemy. A concussion mine moving people around as well. Actually, I was just moving Junkrat. Sorry, I misremembered whose side Junkrat was on. How it ends. Nobody on CM Daybreak's team makes even the slightest deviation in their movement pass to pick up a potion, so a bunch of unnecessary deaths occur. Wow, spoilers. I'm gonna unmod you. Toss into Killer Fairy. Kael'thas doesn't have the Arcane Barrier. Good scroll of Seeing from Decker Kane. Snipes the kill. And Modus, with 300 HP, is able to get away. Now, the most I ever did was, one of my friends was a massage therapist, so I used to see her every month. And then she encouraged using those, like, cups on your back for like, muscle pains. And that helped a ton. And then she moved off the mountain and I lost my job at Wisdom, so I'm just in pain now. I just live in pain now. Oh, the Muffin Man. I thought Muffin Man would live with 7 HP, but it's not going to be the case. Junkrat gets the snipe with a frag launcher grenade. There might have been an auto that trailed after. Either way, we still have 3 kills early on for the members of CM Daybreak. I think I did cupping wrong. I filled a bunch of cups with beer and drank them. I mean, that is a version. Yes, that is absolutely a version. For those of you that don't actually know, it's when they put like the cup on your back and it suctions and it pulls the blood vessels towards an area, or it pulls the blood towards an area. You basically bruise your back, but you're moving blood around differently, and it helps. This isn't just like shaman medicine. There's actually science behind this. That's why you saw, like, back in the Olympics, you used to see a lot of the swimmers would have those like circle dots on their backs. That's cupping. For anyone that doesn't know, we're joking around, but just in case. Save someone the Google. In mid lane, though, Junkrat will clear things out with a concussion mine, a bruiser camp of their own from CM Daybreak to push in. Though all random, all middle-aged, still getting their double soak on. They're 1 gem away. There it is. They got their 1 gem, enough for a turn-in for CM Daybreak. Actually, both teams with the available turn-in right now. You can see who's got what. Sorry, I'm just skimming through chat. Don't look it up on Urban Dictionary. Yeah. That's why I said I'll save y'all the Google so you don't have to go looking for it. Cupping in football is the reverse. It keeps blood from going new places. Yes. Yes, indeed. Concussion mine again, splitting. That's a shadow charge into a steel trap. Diablo just trying to push Garrosh around, but Garrosh is like, cool, I'll back off. I'll just go get myself a little floor juice here and there. Mid lane's got a really good wave pushing in. Diablo split. He's going to be double displaced by Junkrat and Garrosh. The chase in, the Groundbreaker, the necrotic wave from the Webweaver almost gets a double kill. Muffin Man with the push-off. creating enough distance to get away from said, as the wave expires onto the fort. If it went a little bit further, I think Muffin Man would have gotten that splash damage. Top lane still pushing in. Bottom lane will be cleared out. Actually just ends right there. We have Junkrat going into bottom lane. He's going to try and assist and maybe getting a kill into Poppin' Fresh with some frag launcher grenades over the wall. Meanwhile, in top lane, this Webweaver wave is still fairly healthy. The mid lane fort is down below 50%, around 30 or so, if you will. 10 talent tier almost here, and the top lane fort, man, this thing is getting shredded. But can it be saved? We're going to find out here in just a second between Killer and Crew. Good splash damage between Greymane and Kael'thas, but the minion waves are still up, and that will be first structure down in favor of CM Daybreak. I gotta be honest, CM Daybreak in this map number 3 are looking like even more of a devastating team to go up against. Map 1, it was good back and forths, but this, 2 and 3, the momentum has definitely shifted over to this red crew. Of course, it's early game Tomb. We still have 10 talent tiers on the horizon. We've got later on 16s and 20s assumed. So this should be going a decent... this should go for a decent duration, and we should have some good contests out from the members of All Red and All Middle Age, unless they get picked off consistently and fall behind in experience. Weenus in with the fend, another displacement onto Modus. Man, poor Diablo is just trying to get in position for a shadow charge, but constantly has to use a lot of his mobility to get away from these displacements, these multiple displacements. Killer Fairy getting chased down, and Cassia with the last auto will get another kill. 5-0 in kills, and 10 talent tiers here for the side of CM Daybreak. Riptire immediately. Oh, are we serious? Hold on. It's not that they missed the kill. It's that we got a Deckard Cain Lornado. Deckard Cain went Lornado at 10. That's what I'm actually excited about right now. Deckard Cain's got Lornado. Boss control, a little bit of fishing to pull people back. Poppin' Fresh is going to pop over to the Hall of Storms, and we'll take a bit of a nap for the next 21 seconds. Also to note, that was 31 gems lost, meaning the turn-in that was available for All Random All Middle Age just went down the drain. Flush the gems down the drain. Leoric to push up top a little bit. I think he's doing a bit of safe double soaking. He's not going to go beyond that fort front gate area. Actually going to turn in 12 right now. We have an available turn in to the side of CM Daybreak. They've shoved these siege giants in through bottom lane. Are they going to bush party? No, they're just going to go for the quick clear into mid, and then I assume another Webweaver turn in since the waves are pushed up a little bit. Fort and double fort's gone down on the side of All Random All Middle Age. Here's the turn-in. Leoric has already got his in, so this is more than enough, I do believe. Rakim, yep. All right, no camps to grab. Poppin' Fresh sees this and is like, yeah, I'm out of here. Junkrat tries to get a poke or a dismount, doesn't work out. Top lane Webweaver going to descend fairly far into this lane. As a reminder, the Webweavers descend up as far up as the closest enemy structure or waves. So this top lane Webweaver is going to be around the fort area. We're going to see mid lane near the fort front gate, and bottom is going to be 50%. So this top lane got pushed up quite a bit, as I mentioned. Garden Terror is, I guess you could say, opposite. Garden Terror is far up as your current minion wave. So if you have a minion wave that just spawned at the core in, like, top lane, that's where the Garden Terror spawns. Granted, Garden Terror doesn't naturally lose HP over time, only when it auto-attacks. That's a Phoenix from Kael'thas. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to zone back the enemy. The Valkyrie from Cassia doesn't get the pull. Junkrat, Concussion Mine, a little anti-synergistic, but a huge Entomb from Leoric. It's a triple kill. Diablo Soul's a reset. He's going to be back in 0 seconds. Top lane Webweaver pushing in fairly heavily. You're starting to worry about your bet. That's anyone's game, though. Still early on. Team of the Spider Queen's a small map. Death timers are low still, so it doesn't look like top lane keep is actually going to fall. Garrosh picks up a few more gems. Mid lane Webweaver threatening onto the mid lane keep, or yeah, onto the keep. Bottom lane, I mean, that's as much value as it got, so it looks like Sonya cleared that out before it forced, it focused damage onto the fort down there. 40 gems on Lucio. 40 gems. The vast majority of the first turn-in is in the hands of Lucio. On the opposing side, more than half the gems are in the pockets of CM Daybreak. A few will go in between Leoric, Garrosh, and Junkrat. Cassia, Weenus splits off to the side. starts working on a bruiser camp. Should get some assistance soon. I did see, gonna note that we have Kael'thas at 20 stacks on Mana Addict, has the activatable Arcane Barrier. 28 stacks for the Cassie on her Q. Garrosh gets a ground breaker to delay out the turn-in. Sonya goes to top to clear out the wave. Sonya with 19 gems. Lucio gets the 40 in. And it's the Sonya who needs to get the turn in here for the allies. Oh, Killer Fairy just on the edge of the Entomb gets bopped out. What's up, Sintel? How you doing today, bud? Happy Thursday to all of you. Valkyrie. Oh, Greymane. Some weird interaction with the structure right there. Doesn't get pulled. No level 20, no extra oomph. Riptire goes out. Mid lane's being pushed in. Poppin' Fresh still is enough for a turn-in on that Sonya on the north side of our screen. Leoric is going to get 9 more in. We'll be at 41. We've got actually a little bit more soak in bottom lane. Cassia goes for said bottom Siege Giants. And Sonya maybe... Oh, yeah, maybe sneaks this in. Leoric delays once. He's got to get out of here. Poppin' Fresh... Yeah, they got the turn-in. But while that turn-in's happening, this is a free fort for CM Daybreak. Clouded Mines Daybreak will get bottom lane fort, and the Webweavers descend for all random all middle age. It's Thursday. Wait, it is Thursday, right? Yeah, today's Thursday, because we're doing casting and we have Bahamut. And tomorrow's Archipelago. We're doing Donkey Kong Country 3 and StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Basically, it's a multi-world randomizer. As I play one game, I unlock things in a different game. But I also have other friends playing as well, so they can unlock things for me. So for example, Star could do something in Kingdom Hearts and I could get, I don't know, siege tanks in StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. That's essentially the short and long of it all, as we do have a Lucio to fall, a Garrosh to be traded, Junkrat will go down as well. Total Mayhem doesn't get what they're looking for. Weenus so very low. Holy crap, the floor juice for Weenus is on point. Leoric drops an Entomb, it's 3v3, as the mid lane Webweaver is going to be rolling on through this mid lane fort. Apocalypse activated by Diablo, Weenus is the target. Sapphire applied to that scroll of ceiling, but they're not going to be able to get any slows. Did we get perfect gems at 20? With Sapphire and Ruby, perfect gems would be really good at 20, but more NATOs is a good time, so that's my counterpoint, but more NATOs is a good time. Yeah, I woke up today and I was struggling to kind of get today going. As I said, I had such weird sleep last night. It was very restless. Like, I would fall asleep for maybe like 30, 40 minutes, I feel, and then I would wake up to like some sort of... The easiest way to put it is, if you ever watched Inception, the kick, where you wake up and you almost like twitch yourself awake. I had that all last night. So... Weird night of sleep, but hey, we're here, we made it. Tempest with a toss on to Poppin' Fresh. The Valkyrie comes through as well. Tempest Jet is so very low. Lucio with the sound barrier. A Phoenix from Kael'thas is almost enough. Tempest Jet gets a nice Blood Craze onto Diablo. Heals up a bit from that. You actually have nearly a full Blood Craze build from this... Bloodthirst, sorry, not Blood Craze. Short Distance Leap gets a stun onto Tempest Jet. Here comes Modus Troll, and Warlord's Challenge activated. They just cannot get the kill into Tempest Jet. And a Lord Nado's up in 6 seconds. Diablo's souls are expended. That's a lot of gems dropped on the ground. That is somewhere in the ballpark of like, got like 20-something gems? 10, 5, it's like 16 gems, I think, actually. The red Webweavers, though, will push in, favoring the side of CM Daybreak. Clouded Mines. Gonna try and take down a keep here. Still no boss has been grabbed, by the way. Still no boss has been achieved by either side. Twitch keeping up at night, dreaming about chat. Kinda. Modus trolling, looking to back away. The Phoenix out from Kael'thas to try and get a little extra damage, and Junkrat does go down. Mithril Mace completed by Leoric. Oh, Diablo wants to close the distance. It's 5v4. A nice sleep from Sonya. The slam, the jam, but Rackham gets his potion. Gonna try and run towards these super potions down. All right. Why would you not walk into the potions? Why? Oh, it was still... Oh, how unfortunate. All I can say is the Ratcamp's probably like... Well, boss is going to be picked up by all random, all middle-aged. That is the first boss of the game going over to our blue squad. The bet's been paid out, so I don't forget. You blame Tempest Jet? Damn.
Denied.
Indeed, I guess it is. it was denied. Best of three, best of three. NGS and Heroes Lounge are always best of threes. Outside of, I think, maybe like the grand final stuff. If it's NGS or Heroes Lounge, you're safe to assume it's best of threes. Saturday and Sunday for the Raven Court League that I will be casting, those will be best of fives on Saturday and Sunday. 3 best of 5 Saturday and Sunday starting at 9:30 a.m. I'll be live half an hour early to go through like brackets and stuff like that. I'll be live at my normal time on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, we do get more NATOs. Look at all those NATOs. All of them NATOs are coming out. Scroll a ceiling down. We still have the top lane keep up and available on both sides. A little more healthy, albeit on the side of CM Daybreak. What's the gem count looking like right now? Not enough for a turn-in for all random, all middle-aged. I don't know how many we've already had depositive on CM Daybreak, though. More NATOs out for... Okay, so we have 32 in, and that is 54. They've got enough for a turn-in. If my math is correct, which it usually is not, I do believe they have enough for a turn-in. Oh, no, they're just shy. They're just shy by, like, 1 or 2. Nope. I can't do math at all. I, for some reason, saw this number as being, like, in the 30s. I was looking at the other... I don't know what's going on today. I was doing the weirdest math. I looked at this number, and I was looking at these numbers. I was like, oh, yeah, they got enough for a turn-in. No, they're not. They're halfway there. No, I looked at the wrong things. And then I was like, why is it not glowing? And then I was like, oh, there's no... Yeah. Oh. Yes, they're living on a prayer. They're halfway there.
Wow.
Oh, we did some real smart math right there. 20 apiece in levels. No boss. Oh, Entomb with the Buried Alive onto Diablo. Phoenix out from Kael'thas. We also have a Riptire from Junkrat. Extra oomph at level 20. Didn't get a full reset. Down to 20 seconds on that one. Sound Barrier from the Lucio. No Bossa Novas I was mentioning. Went into the House Party at level 20.
Upside down.
Nicely said, Kael'thas. Sure it is. Uh, 31 in, 47 available out of the 65. Little bit of poke onto the wave from Greymane, just trying to get that splash, clearing things out. Wanting to take down this bottom lane fort. The Orc is still showing in mid lane, I do believe. Lornado's going to push people around. 4 seconds on a reset on that. Riptire from Junkrat, maybe popping fresh, but no. They activate the Ignore Pain. Leap out from Sonya. The Gravity Lapse into Garrosh. Tempest gets a nice Bloodthirst and stays alive for the time being. Popping fresh so very low. Leoric is going to mop up the Sonya. Here comes a... here goes the Greymane. Actually, he's going to try and get out. Kael'thas gets pulled in by the Valkyrie. Double root onto the ground. MVP is unable to get any potions for the time being. Okay, Greymane jumps on to Leoric, and he gets a super potion, another one right afterwards. This fight in bottom lane has yielded a traded kill. Warlord's challenge gets a kill into Lucio. They're going to try and take down Venus, and that's one tower shot. Actually, that wasn't even a tower shot onto Greymane. Thought it did connect, but we didn't see the minus armor. Still holding out for this fight. All right, now we're have enough for a turn-in. Now we have enough for a turn-in on the side of Clouded Mind's Daybreak. Now I can actually do the math of 31 plus 34. There we go. Brilliantly done by me. 15-6 in kills, favoring the side of our red squad. As our T is done for the day, we're going to see a red web weaver phase descend, and this top lane is pushed in quite a bit, and we're going to have a quick clear into mid. I would like to see them rush to top. I'd like to see them rush to top, confirm the keep, maybe go core, or at least go double keep, since mid's opened up as well. All right, Sonya pushes back top lane a little bit, so the web weaver descends about 50%. A little bit further in mid lane, actually can descend pretty much right in front of that keep. Though bottom lane is actually the apple of the eye of Clouded Mind's Daybreak. I want to open this up even further. They're going to let top... Oh, that's a great Valkyrie! Goodbye! Good night, Kael'thas.
A singular strike.
Woof! Nice Valkyrie from Venus right there. Gets the pull. Top lane, Webweaver still around 75% HP. That's going to approach that keep easily. Entomb from Leoric locks onto 2. The Soundbearer from Lucio on the far side. The Lornado from Decker Kane pushes back Greymane. Modus trolling, trying to get in here with an Apocalypse. The Lornado's bopping him back. It doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. Hellgate is forced out as well. Venus tanking too many tower shots. Top lane keep goes down. Mid lane Webweaver expires, but the Catapult is here. One more shot, and that's another keep going down. Will they go for another... Oh, actually, top lane Webweaver's still alive. My apologies. I completely missed that. All right, all 3 keeps are down. Kael'thas dead for 14 more seconds. Seems like they want to step into end. Tempest takes a cursed bullet to the face. No Gilnean Roulette at 20 for Greymane. He's that blunderbuss as you see the splash beyond. All right. Little drain onto Modus, a root as well from the steel trap. There's a leap in from Sonya. She's isolated from her team because the Lornado. The Valkyrie comes out as well. The Riptire from Junkrat gets the reset they're looking for. Should see another Riptire immediately. They don't care about the reset. They get a double hit, but still get the kill into Sonya. It's a triple kill for the side of CM Daybreak, and Clouded Minds are looking to take this map number 3. Toss into Modus, who immediately just walks into the enemy team's face, realizes my positioning might have not worked out too well for me, and Leoric gets the kill. Junkrat tried to get the Concussion Mine kill at the end to steal that away, but Leoric will be the one to get the last auto attack. Greymane and Lucio trying to make the Titanic defense, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it here as the core shielding has started to go down. We are having another Riptire out. That's a pull into Greymane. Cassia comes in with the fend. And Lucio, the lone defender, hit by a groundbreaker, and the core shielding has dropped. The HP is gone, and ladies and gentlemen, woo! What a fun series we got here. It was going to be Clouded Minds Daybreak take the series in a 2-1. GG, well played. What's up, Becca? Good to see you, bud. Good to see ya. Yeah, that's a really funny thing, Crush. If you send a Lornado towards the Hall of Storms, it will bounce off like a character model. It's pretty. That's funny. Jiu-jitsu. We're not done streaming though. We are not done streaming though, chat. Is CM Daybreak CM Punk's tag partner? I think CM starts for Clouded Minds, and oftentimes... So I remember, like, Clouded Minds used to be, like, one team, and then if they start to make, like, sister teams, or if they start to make more teams that are outside of their main division, usually you get, like, different names. So, like... There's a bunch of different CCS teams, Can't Counterpick Stupid. But they also have, like, different variations. Like, there's, like, 6 or 8 CCS teams. I don't know if they still exist, but Regen there used to be Regen. That was actually one of the first teams I casted when I moved from Chair League into NGS. Then there's like Regen Black and White, and so, yeah, it's like when MVP had MVP Black and MVP... Was it MVP Black and MVP